no heat, no water, which today I'm gonna have the water fixed.
Okay, so,
I'm looking for housing.
all right, so let me ask you this. Because I don't see a defense to this case. So
I have a defense. I had a lawyer. Do you remember during COVID or no? I've been in court with her for like 3.5 years.
ma'am, I recall the two of you being before me, believe me. She wants to get the house fixed. You don't laugh about that. That's what her.
Well, I haven't had heat for 4 years.
Well, ma'am, look,
I get it.
no, listen to me. You've been talking ever since you come in here. And I let it slide, but you two may not like each other. I don't care. The reality is when you're in here, because you guys couldn't do it when you were on Zoom, you'll be respectful to each other.
Sure.
Today, in Judge Simpson's court, we have a termination of tenancy hearing that really tests the judge's patience. These litigants have been in and out of court with each other for the past 3 years. Will this landlord finally get her home back? Let's find out.
Yep. Okay. Go. Right.
I love being green. I am green.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Sorry about the wait.
That's all right. I'm used to it.
You are a plaintiff, so you will be sitting at that table. They're going to submit charges on that lady. All right. Court does call the case of Wenger versus Hosmer. If you could state your name, please. It would have picked you up at the table, but that's okay.
Oh, that's all right.
All right.
I can lean on this.
Your name?
Lorena Wenger.
Your name, ma'am?
Gabrielle Hosmer.
All right. Okay, this is a termination of tenancy action. We've had a couple of appearances, other cases, before this. Your position, Ms. Hosmer, as I understand it, is that there was no lease on these premises. Is that correct?
No, there's a lease. She received federal money.
Hold on. I wasn't.
There's a lease.
Ms. Wenger, is there a lease?
No, it was terminated on July 31st.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know if it was terminated or not. I have a lease.
Sorry?
I have a lease. It was month to month for COVID.
Okay, but it was month to month.
Yes, it was a month. Originally, it was a year lease, then it was month to month.
Okay.
So,
And according to the complaint, the lease would have expired on July 31st of 2022.
well, if that's the case, then how did she get federal COVID money for rent? She got Sarah funding. If
That
my
still, okay,
lease was expired. I mean,
that still could happen under the
I'm trying to find somewhere to go.
the COVID. Okay, so that's,
I have an open
What-
CPS case, and then somebody just called on Sunday on me, even though I haven't had my kids in 7 months. They called because of my house. So I have therapy. I have people coming to there for my
Okay.
kids. I just have a lot going on.
so,
No heat, no water, which today I'm gonna have the water fixed.
okay, so,
I'm looking for housing.
all right, so let me ask you this. Because I don't see a defense to this case. So
I have a defense. I had a lawyer. Do you remember during COVID or no? I've been in court with her for like 3.5 years.
ma'am, I recall the two of you being before me, believe me. But this is the date for trial. But if we can resolve this case, then we'll try to resolve it. Otherwise, I will be trying the case.
Okay,
So let's just make it real clear, and we'll just be blunt about this.
sure.
Ms. Wenger wants you out.
Yep.
You as I understand the relationship between the parties, I think it'd be a good thing if you were out.
Yeah, I don't have.
She wants to get the house fixed. You don't laugh about that. That's what her.
Well, I haven't had heat
She,
for 4 years.
well, ma'am, look,
I get it.
no, listen to me. You've been talking ever since you come in here. And I let it slide, but you two may not like each other. I don't care. The reality is when you're in here, because you guys couldn't do it when you were on Zoom, you'll be respectful to each other.
Sure.
How much time do you think you need to move? Because,
Probably like a month. I'm looking right now.
well, here's the thing. Ms. Wenger's entitled to, I don't see any reason why she shouldn't have a judgment for possession. So and she'd get basically 10 days under the statute.
I need a little bit longer than that if I could. I'm not opposed to moving, but like I said, I have foster care workers coming to my house. There's a bunch of people involved, and I don't have anywhere to go right this second. I found a house in Lincoln Park, but
Are you done?
no.
Because I'm not gonna keep trying to talk if you're just gonna talk. So you tell me when you're done, and then I'll address the question to Ms. Wenger.
$2,000 a month because I'm running 7 space heaters in there to heat the house so the pipes don't freeze.
So you what?
There's no heat. I provided space.
So what do you want me to do about that?
Nothing. I would like to be appointed counsel. I tried getting counsel.
This is a civil case. I don't appoint counsel.
Okay, well, I tried to get a lawyer. I can't afford one.
Well, I think we advised you at the initial hearing on all of the cases that have been before me that there's legal services.
Right. I don't know who to call. I just have a lot going on, Your Honor. I'm sorry. My kids got taken away from me. There's no evidence. It's just a bunch of crap going on. It doesn't mean that I won't move though. But I'd really like to sue her, but that's fine. I'll just leave. But I have to find somewhere to go.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ms. Winger, how much time would you be willing to give her above the 10 days, if any?
I would give her 2 weeks.
Okay, so you'll say you'd give her 14 days.
Yes.
Today's what, the 28th, because I'm off. It's different. 29th. I'm sorry. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. You want a month, say you give 14 days. It's gonna fall somewhere in the middle because of the timing. Today's the 29th. She'd get 10 days, so 30th, 31st. Ten days would be the 8th, which would be a weekend anyway, which would then effectively be the 10th. If I give 14 days, it's going to be the middle of the week, April 12th, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give an additional 5 days to get through that weekend and then make it April 17th. Okay? Ms. Wenger, you understand what I'm indicating?
Yes, I
So
do.
would that be acceptable to you, the 17th?
Yes, it is.
Additional 5 days? Okay. Ms. Hausmer, I realize you wanted a month, but that's sort of shy of a month, but a writ wouldn't issue to the 17th. Is that acceptable to you?
What is a writ?
A writ is the order of eviction.
Okay, so then I can come back here and if I need a couple more days.
No, you would not be able to do that. So here's how the process works. Ms. Wenger would have to file a judgment today so that I could sign it, giving you, and the writ date, or what we call the writ date, or the order of eviction date would be the 17th.
Okay.
You'd have to be out by the 17th. If you're not out by the 17th, then Ms. Wenger would have to then file what's called the order of eviction or the writ with the court. Once I receive that, then I sign off on it. That then goes to the sheriff's department.
Okay.
And then from there, you're really on borrowed time because the sheriff can show up, they can do, and then they move you out because you haven't moved yourself out.
I'm working on it.
No, I know you are, but I'm just saying that's the process that it would follow. Do you understand that process?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So,
basically it would buy me like 3 more days. Is that what you're saying? 72 hours?
well, I put 72 hours on the writ, but I will tell you this, that as I tell everyone, I don't have to put that 72 on there.
Right.
I may not in this case. Don't bank on it.
Okay.
So you're looking at the 17th.
Okay.
And you should really have yourself ready to move because at that time it's just borrowed time.
Sure.
And I'm not going to stop the writ from being executed or the order of eviction. Once they've served it, I'm done. I'm
Okay.
not gonna, I've signed the order. It's
Sure.
gonna happen.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Okay, you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not
that.
trying to stay there. I have a lot going on, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
So what this basically does is it gives you effectively 10 days more than statutory, 5 days more than Miss Wenger was giving you.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do in the case.
Sure.
All right. Is there, almost afraid to ask, but is there anything else from either side in this case? Miss Wenger, anything from you?
No.
Hosmer, anything from you?
No.
All right, very good. Ms. Wenger, I would suggest that you, since you're in the building,
Mhm.
stop at the counter, tell them that you need a judgment form, fill the judgment form out so that they can get it down to me so I can sign it. Okay? Thank you, folks.
Thank you so much.
Oh, God, that was horrible.